still getting ready. Okay, I think ready na ang Senado. Nikki?
Yes. Yes, thank you Kathy and Mark. Kasama natin ngayon si Senator Antonio Trillanes. Magandang hapon po.
Magandang hapon, Veronica.
Kakatapos lang po ng caucus na sinagawa ng mga senator judges and you have made some decisions on certain points, motions. Pero can you just, you said earlier that it was Senator Presiding Officer Juan Ponce Enrile who will make the announcement on the decisions that were made in the caucus. Pero can you at least tell us kung ano yung mga napag-usapan?
Okay. The first subject of the agenda was the motion of Senator Drilon and Senator Pangilinan as to whether we would accept the resolution of the Supreme Court regarding the prohibition of their employees from testifying in the impeachment court. So this next one is the regarding the motion of the defense to suppress the evidence related to the PS Bank documents.
Bank accounts.
Yes. The third agenda, third point was regarding the I think the motion of Senator Cayetano regarding the testimony, supposed testimony of the Supreme Court justices. And the fourth is the penalty of Attorney Aguirre and some other administrative matters regarding legislative work.
So, meron ng decision kung anong parusa ang ibibigay kay Attorney Aguirre.
Yes.
Pero ito, paparusahan pa rin siya despite the fact na na-withdraw na siya as a private prosecutor dito sa impeachment case?
Well, we'll just have to wait for the announcement of the Senate President. Be assured that it was fair to everyone concerned.
Did the sparks fly? Nagkaroon ba ng mainitang diskusyon dito sa caucus?
No. It was a consensus, actually. Nobody deviated or gave a dissenting opinion. So, it was a very light caucus.
And it lasted gaano katagal? It started at noon?
At noon.
And then hanggang ano oras?
At 2:30.
2:30 natapos.
So, we resolved a lot of issues, including some matters concerning the Senate work.
And maiba lang po ako, no? Because this morning, headline kayo sa ilang pahayagan at sinabi nyo na nanggaling kayo daw yung source nitong sinasabi nilang merong coup plot against President Noynoy.
No, hindi po ako yung source. Ang sinasabi lang po natin is nakahagip din kami ng similar information as that of the presidents. So, although nasabi ko rin ito kay Presidente, pero I'm not in a position to say na yun lang ang information na hawak niya, yung binigay ko. So, ito yan, since last year pa yan, may mga nagre-recruit na ng mga retired military officers for supposed plots against the Aquino administration. But the good thing is, wala namang kumakagat. So, hindi pa naman alarming yung situation. But at the same time, we cannot be complacent about it. So, kailangan natin, well, I advise the President na pagtingin nila yung kanilang counterintelligence efforts para manip in the bud na itong mga ganitong pagkilos.
Ito po, anong source nyo naman?
Yung mga official mismo na nilapitan.
Sila yung nagsabi sa
Yes,
inyo? O, ano po, sino-sino daw yung mga, madami ba sila? Or why are they doing this?
Iba-iba hong mga, separately, iba-ibang nakikipag-meeting. Ganun naman ho yan, nanggaling po tayo dyan. Yan, imi-meet kayo ng mga pupulsuhan. If you say, if you expressed grievances or a grudge against the administration, they will isolate you. Sa next meeting, i-inviting kayo, tapos yung mga medyo cold to the idea, hindi na iimbitahin.
Itong mga nakikipag-usap ay mga former officers of the armed forces?
Yes, mga retired officers linked with the past administration.
Okay. They served under the administration of the Arroyo administration?
Yes.
And so, kayo, kinausap ba kayo?
Ay, definitely not.
Hindi? Walang-
Hindi nila pwedeng
Hindi
gawin
kayo
yun.
kinonsulta,
Kasi
no?
they know for a fact that I am allied with the President. Pero marami pa naman tayong kasama sa AFP ngayon. And nagre-report sila kung ano yung mga propagandang nakakarating sa kanila. At sinasabi naman natin sa mga security officials ng Aquino administration.
Okay, meron po tayong katanungan mula sa studio.
Senator Trillanes, si Mark po ito.
Yes, Mark.
Kadalasan, Senador, itong mga destabilization, itong mga efforts na mag-recruit, lumalabas kung merong perception yung ilang sektor, yung especially the sector from the military, na medyo merong instability yung sa gobyerno. Sa tingin niyo po ba merong ganong perception na nabubuo dito sa ating military officers?
Wala po, Ang intention lang naman itong mga nagre-recruit na ito is para makabalik yung mga principals nila sa poder ng kapangyarihan at ma-resume nila yung kanilang plundering ways.
Ang ibig niyo po ba sabihin may kinalaman ito sa nakaraang administrasyon?
Well, yung mga official na, mga pangalan ng mga official na lumalabas, link dun sa past administration.
Senator Trillanes, si Cathy San Gabriel po ito. Magandang hapon po muli.
Magandang
Mr.
hapon,
Senator, nung last week po ay nirest na ng prosekusyon ang kanilang kaso. Ngunit meron pa rin po silang reservation patungkol dito sa dollar accounts ni Chief Justice Renato Corona. Gusto ko lang pong alamin kasi I'm sure yung mga taong bayan po, ito rin po ang kanilang inaabangan. Ano na po bang nangyari tungkol dito sa TRO na ibinaba ng Korte Suprema at dun sa naging sagot ng Senado, meron na po bang paggalaw patungkol dito sa isyong ito?
We're expecting a decision from the Supreme Court. Supposed to be today is their end bank session day. So we'll have to wait if they have decided on it.
Alright, meron din po Senator Trillanes, may mga katanungan din po tayo mula sa ating studio audience. Ipapasa ko po kayo kay Gio.
Magandang hapon po, Senator Trillanes. Tawagin po natin si Noel mula sa Ateneo de Manila.
Magandang tanghali po, Senator. Paano po makakasiguro yung taong bayan na hindi lang po simpleng pamumulitika ang nangyayari sa impeachment ngayon para sa susunod na eleksyon?
Ang guarantee po niyan is kayo, yung ating kababayan. Kayo nagbabantay So if you do something that is outside of your expectations, you can make us accountable through your vote in the next elections.
Senador, ang atin po bang mga senador during the deliberations ay aware dito sa mga lumalabas na mga surveys? Dahil napakarami pong surveys from various media outlets, napakarami pong lumalabas na opinion galing po sa hindi lamang sa Pilipinas, kundi galing din po abroad. Pinapakiramdaman din po ba ninyo yung saloobin ng ating mga kababayan?
Ako po, personally, it's part of my decision-making process. So, nagkonsulta po tayo sa iba't ibang stakeholders. We have conducted approximately 20 consultative meetings and we went to several provinces to fill out their insights about the impeachment process. At tinitignan natin kung anong nakikita nila doon sa impeachment court, ano yung mga observations nila, at ultimately, ano yung pakiramdam nila, whether a conviction or an acquittal would be good for the country or not. So, ganyan po ang sistema ko. I don't know with the others. Ngayon, yung surveys po, ano ho yan depende ho yan kasi kung policy researcher ka, you should check the credibility of those conducting the surveys, or you can do your own. So, it's a policy tool.
Okay, maraming salamat po, Senator Antonio Trillanes. Back to you, Nikki.
Thank you, Cathy. Balikan ko lang po yung sinasabi nilang alleged coup plot. Ito bang timing nito dahil may kinalaman dito sa impeachment trial?
No. Last year pa yan, nagre-recruit na sila as early as that time. In fact, I would like to believe na simula nung the first day na natanggal sila sa power was the first day that they started planning how to get back into power in whatever means. So, ganyan po ang nakikita ko yung ginagawa nila.
And you've been through that, no, in the past administration. How do you assess itong movements nitong mga taong ito?
Well, the fact na hindi siya kinakagat ng mga opisyal, ibig sabihin walang cause, to intervene, walang deeper cause other than the personal intention or interest of getting back into power. So, yan po ang prevalent situation. But, once again, I would like to forewarn the Aquino administration also that they should not be too complacent. Because in the coming weeks or months, baka merong intervening events na mag-validate or mag-create na isang cause na magiging receptive yung mga sundalo sa mga ganong approach.
On the other hand, no, meron naman, one of our guests kanina sinasabi na yung may mga tao na naiinip na dito nga sa nangyayari sa impeachment trial na ang tagal bago magkaroon ng desisyon, and some of them, they feel na they're actually saying na dito sa mga lumabas sa mga dokumento at testimonya, parang sinasabi na nila na merong katotohanan nitong mga sinasabi na baka may pagkakamali nga ginawa si Chief Justice Corona, no? But there are also some people saying, dapat pag ganun, let's take it in our hands, mag-people power na tayo. How do you feel about that naman?
Sa akin, nanggaling na ako dyan. Kung may panahon pa sana nag-people power o tumayo, was the time nung ni GMA. Yun, ginagahasa talaga tayo sa harap-harapan. Dapat doon tayo tumayo. Ngayon, iba na yung nakaupo. We're going to give our democratic institutions a chance to work. So, konting pasensya po tayo ngayon dito. Titignan natin. Nag-present yung prosecution. Time na po ng defense, tignan natin if they can change the minds of the people who felt that way, who feel that way.
And what is your take dito mga sinasabi nung iba na itong pag-convict o pag-quit dito kay Chief Justice Renato Corona is linked to whether mako-convict o makakawala si former GMA o former President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo dito sa mga kasong isinampalaban sa kanya?
Marami nagko-connecta dyan. In fact, yung mga mamamayan natin, tuwing umiikot ako, that's the basic connection na palagi nila nilalabas. As far as they're concerned, si Corona is a lackey of GMA. Rightly or wrongly, that's their perception. So, yan po ang prevalent notion ng mga mamamayan natin, So, sa atin naman, dito sa impeachment court, that's irrelevant kasi we're going to base it on the facts presented.
So, para sa inyo, walang link yon?
Hindi. Meron, depende na yun sa appreciation ng bawat senator judge, kung meron link yun o wala.
Okay. So, hopefully, we will hear kung ano yung mga napagpasyahan later on from Senator Enrile dito sa inyong caucus. Thank you very much. Magandang hapon po sa inyo.
Magandang hapon sa inyo.
Okay, that was Senator Antonio Trillanes. Back to studio.
Maraming salamat, Nikki Jimenez. Live po yan mula sa Senado. Nakapanayan po na Senador Antonio Trillanes IV. At Mark, kagaya ng nabanggit ni Senador Trillanes, ay nagkakaroon ng isang caucus itong mga senator judges. Ito ang latest, isa sa mga pinag-usapan nila itong penalty na ipapataw nila dito kay Attorney Aguirre. Matatandaan po natin na may motion to cite for contempt dito sa private prosecutor na ito. Ang kanyang penalty ay pag-admonish.
Lilinawin yan. Tatanong natin kay Attorney JJ mamaya at marami na rin pong pumapasok na balita hinggil nga dito sa desisyon ng Senado on the various motions that they were deciding on kanina. Yan po pag-uusapan natin at marami pa pong ibang mga bagay sa pagbabalik namin.